Hello, this is Michael Fiore, and in this short free presentation, I'm going to show you how to capture a man's heart and make him love you and only you forever. Now, a quick warning before we get started. This presentation is going to be up for a very limited time. You'll find out why I have to take it down soon in just a few minutes. In this presentation, I'm going to teach you a few truths about men and love that not one woman in 1,000 know. And what I'm about to teach you is actually controversial. You might not agree with it, and some men might actually be angry about it, because it's maybe even a little bit dangerous to men. At the end of this presentation, I'm going to give you a very, very special opportunity. Before we go any further, I actually have something I have to confess to you. I just lied to you, and you're going to thank me for it. In the next few minutes, I'm not just going to show you how to make a man fall in love with you, how to capture his heart. That's actually the easy part. And love is not enough to get you what you really want. Why? Well, men cheat on women they love. Men break the hearts of women they really do love every single day. Instead, I'm going to teach you how to make any man you want so obsessed with you that he can't even think about another woman, so addicted to you that he actually craves you when you're not around, with withdrawal symptoms only you can cure. So loyal to you that he finds himself almost completely against his will, dreaming about the future he wants with you and only you, bending over backwards to make you happy, bragging about you to his family and his friends, and begging you to be his and only his. How do I know that what I'm about to teach you actually works? How do I know it's actually that powerful? Because just 3 short years ago, it worked on me. So who the heck am I and why should you listen to me? If you don't know, my name is Michael Fiore, and I'm an internationally known relationship expert and an Amazon and Wall Street Journal best-selling author for a variety of books on relationships and love. I've been on The Rachel Ray Show. I was interviewed by Time Magazine at one point. Tons of blogs. I have a very popular podcast. I have tens of thousands of women all around the world who listen to what I say about relationships, who I've helped have better relationships. But beyond that, what I am today is an incredibly dedicated boyfriend, and hopefully a, not too far in the future, to be husband to an incredible woman. And what I'm about to tell you next is kind of embarrassing, considering what I just did tell you about my background. Because before I became a relationship expert and the best male friend of thousands of women, I was a guy, and not always a nice one at that. See, I've never actually talked about this in public before, in any of my emails or podcasts or anything like that. But before I met my girlfriend, I was kind of a player. And I gotta say, I was actually emotionally dead inside because of it. I'd been in relationships before, but always felt trapped whenever I met a girl who I actually got to be her boyfriend. And I never truly committed to a woman, even though I thought I had. I actually know a lot better now. When I was single, I was one of those guys who had sex with multiple women, dated a lot of different women, and I actually swore off dating in any serious way for an entire year and just had casual flings with girl after girl, woman after woman. And no matter what tricks, quote unquote, the amazing women I was seeing tried, no matter what ultimatums I was given, I was always honest. I always tried to be nice, but I thought I'd be single forever. And I was okay with that. I was actually happy about that. I liked just playing the field. I thought I would never feel that urge to really commit to one woman. And then I met her. This one indescribably attractive woman. At the time, I couldn't figure out why I was so drawn to her. It wasn't that she was beautiful, though she was and is beautiful. It wasn't that she was sexy, though she was and is sexy. It wasn't confidence, quote unquote, or anything else that you read about in Cosmo. But there was something about this one woman that instantly made every other girl at the party we were at disappear. I caught her eye from across the room, and even just the way she looked at me sent a jolt up my spine. Suddenly, I felt off balance, nervous, even a little bit scared. And even though I wanted to play it cool, I found myself drawn to her like a tractor beam. We talked for hours, and I found myself attentive like a puppy. We laughed and joked and flirted, and then I felt my throat go dry as she melted against me when we kissed, one of the greatest kisses I ever had in my entire life. And suddenly, I found myself wanting it to just be a kiss, at least for then. I found myself taking it slow, and I knew right there, right then, that this was a woman I was going to have to take seriously. That very night, I broke things off with every other girl I was seeing, without this one special, incredible woman even having to ask. And over the next few months, I found myself chasing her, though I never chased anyone, seducing her, though I never felt like I had to seduce anyone, fantasizing about her, wanting her and only her. Until finally, months later, I felt this incredible joy well up in me when she finally agreed to be my girlfriend, to be the woman I only hope someday will be my wife. So I know you want to know, what did she do that other women didn't? What made this one woman so irresistible to me? What did she do that made me so happy to be hers when I thought I didn't want to be anyone's at all? And how can you do the same thing to that one guy you have your eye on? Great question. And here's the answer guys don't want me to tell you. In order to make a guy obsessed with you and truly committed to you and only you really only need to follow 3 steps. And these 3 steps I'm about to tell you have nothing to do with how you look, what dress size you have, how big your breasts are, how pretty you are, or anything like that. So what are the 3 steps? Step 1 is that you need to make a man know that you don't need him. As I say in a lot of my programs and other things I put out, neediness is actually the opposite of attraction. Many women fall for the lie, the myth, that needing a man will draw him closer to you, will make him feel like more of a man to protect you and all these things. That's absolutely not true. Most women make the mistake of either throwing themselves at a guy, which I can say as a guy is incredibly unattractive, or they go absolutely the opposite way and come across as aloof, cold, and unapproachable. This isn't about confidence. It's deeper than that. Just being confident will not actually get a guy to be obsessed with you, to fall in love with you, to want you and only you. It's deeper than that and much stronger. Men are irresistibly pulled towards a woman who knows who she is, knows what she wants, and has no anxiety at all about whether a man loves her because she already loves herself. If this sounds impossible to you right now, and I know it does to a lot of you, you're about to learn just how easy it actually is. Step 2 is you need to plant a future seed in his mind. Unlike women, most men simply do not sit around thinking about the future or forever unless you make them. Women want drama in relationships, but men actually want calm. And many men, unless you plant this future seed, will find themselves happy to simply stay in the status quo, to stay just casually dating, to stay dating but never quite getting truly committed, to stay in limbo, or what you might consider hell. To truly primally attract a man, so he would never settle for anything else, you need to create an overwhelming feeling of calm contentment when you're around. The absolute opposite of what so many women do when women give ultimatums or yell and scream or do anything else that drives men away in droves. Step 3 is you make it his idea to pursue you, want you, and to make you commit. As I said before, ultimatums always backfire. Anytime you tell a man, you need to commit to me, marry me, date me, whatever it's going to be, or I'm going to leave, it never works. A man will only truly commit to a woman